Twitch, we're gonna be reacting to videos today, and yeah, videos. So let's see. Oh.
Somebody who dipped out on you when you were going through some hard shit where people are talking shit about you and you kind of can't help but like feel like it's a little bit of poetic justice when something bad happens to him, right?
Yeah, humble beast. Like I said, we still talk here and there. You feel me?
That's crazy
It
to
is
hear.
what it is. I forgive, but I don't forget. You feel me? It is what it is. Life.
How did
We all
y'all?
gotta die one day. So my notoriety or my name or my reputation or what the internet think of me, I don't let that just come in between who I am as a person. You feel me? Because I can't take that with me when I die. You feel me?
How did your friendship with Summers and the whole Slay world even begin?
They reached out, right?
That nigga Summers had seen a Triller about where I was rapping like that no auto shit. I was rapping that trap shit, and he had slid my DM and just said it was hard, and we ended a song probably like a month after that. I was still at like probably 5,000 followers, 6,000 followers, and sooner or later he peeped that I was good at engineering because that's what I really do. I just like engineering myself. I like fucking around doing shit, and he wanted me to help his little brother make good music. So I started giving his little brother pointers and shit.
Desires?
And then that's when, yeah. And then that's when they just asked me to go to San Antonio one time. And I just went. And then we went to Louisiana where Desire was living at the time. And we kicked it. And that was that. Ever since then, I hung out with them a few more times and it was just what it was. By the time I moved to Houston, we was all together type shit. Everybody moved to Houston. And that was just how it went for real. I've known him for years. Oh, bro, for real.
I was watching something today because you were saying that I think Isaiah was mad at you because y'all kind of had like a similar name, and he was considered Slay World at the time too.
Yeah.
And then like he was kind of hating on you with your name, and they kicked him out the group chat, and they added you to the group chat. That's how it really just y'all kind of like locked in more after that. Something like that.
He be lying about how Slay World ended. Cause how you just said, that's how Slay World ended. They got into an argument. He was mad because more of them was starting to fuck with me. He was telling them like, I can't fuck with y'all if y'all gonna fuck with this nigga. And like, he just got to saying crazy ass shit. They removed him. They added me. But I was only in Slay World for like the last 2-3 months of it. Other than that, it was double R.
So then how'd you end up ending it officially?
Slay World just collectively ended by itself. Honestly, by the time we was in Houston, niggas really just stopped saying that shit in their songs and shit. Niggas really just started. I feel like a lot of our money elevated when we went to Houston. The life upgraded, lavish lifestyles, a lot of crazy shit going on. So I feel like that's where, niggas felt like it was time to revamp it. But that was Ken and Summer's idea type shit to call that shit double R. I really wasn't a part of calling it double R. I didn't have really a say in damn near shit.
Would you say it was kind of like just one of these situations I've seen over and over where you have some rappers and they bring somebody around and it's like the little homie, but then all of a sudden the little homie is like more popular than them. That shit never ends well. That's like a recipe for people falling out.
I'm glad you said that because that's how it was.
Yeah,
you feel me? That's how it was. It was crazy. I felt a lot of envy, but my heart so big, I wanted these people to be my close friends. You feel me?
Yeah, because I seen some shit you was saying that, because at this time, you was having motion and shit. 556 was out? Yeah, 556 going crazy and shit. So you said Summers was asking you to cop watches for everybody in Double R? Or some shit like that? Like, he was trying to get you to get him one?
Nah, I saw my deal.
A good question is, how do I get started trading? A better question is, how do I profit today? Well, I can tell you, it's not by watching YouTube tutorials. It's not by reading.
And I signed for 100K and I got 75 up front. You feel me? So at that time, I was young as hell, but I'm smart, bro. I know I got a kid. At the time, I only had one kid. Like, nigga, I got a kid with me. Like, all this money, I'm not even spending it on clothes. I'm still looking like a regular ass nigga while signing the deal because I know every month got to go towards groceries and rent. You feel me? So he asked me, let's go Cartier watch, like let's go like give me and you some watches. And I'm like, hell no, because I only got like 20K in my bank. You feel me? And I gotta pay rent, all type shit. Then it got to a point where he was asking me like, buy it and I'll pay you back over like some months of shit, like on some layaway type shit. And I was like, hell nah. And then I just ended up never doing it. We had like a little animosity. That's something the internet never knew about, but like it was a good 4 days after that where we wasn't talking type shit. But
interesting.
I just be having to be smart with my money for. I done seen a lot of rappers, like if you go to a lot of these rappers' cribs, bro, on God, I know it's other rappers out there that can agree with me, bro. A lot of these niggas don't have shit in their fridge. You feel me? A lot of these niggas don't live right. You feel me? They not drinking enough water. They just popping perks, sipping drink, and eating fast food. You feel me? Shit gonna fuck them up by the time they 50.
A kid will like really force you to live more of a grown-up lifestyle. Like you can't just afford to not have any food in the crib because the kid's gonna get randomly hungry. You can't afford to just be going to bed at any old time because the kid's gonna be waking you up in the morning. Like it just like forces adulthood on you.
Exactly. You gotta think smart. You gotta move real crucial because that's just real life. That's another human you gotta take care of. You feel me? You gotta raise that human. You feel me? People don't be understanding that type of shit.
So you and
Especially
Summers,
rappers, cause
you and Summers back
saying
cool. What about Can and shit? Because y'all was close at one point. Y'all talking this shit nowadays?
nah, I really just only talk to Reno here and there. I wish them the best. Everybody having kids and shit. I just be in my own lane type shit. I'll be on kick and just making music. I done solidified my role to where I don't really need a team around me to make a sustainable living. You feel me? That's all my life been focused on.
Right, because like you see the streaming checks and shit, so you know how well you're doing. You just have like a consistent, nice lifestyle going for yourself, and does that make you not really like care about necessarily doing all the rapper shit that you could be doing?
Yeah, I always, like I said earlier, I always like just knew I didn't want to be a rapper. I just wanted to make music, really just the act of creating music, not the act of being a rapper. But the streaming pays more than the music. So from what, from how I'm seeing it, it's like, it just leads me to not care about, I wouldn't say all the rapper shit, but it leads me to not really just care about music in general. You feel me? Music is just what it is. What's going on in the underground is going on. When I drop a song, they play it. So that's all that matters to me for real, bro.
So it's a lot of places we can go because I got a lot of questions. So it's crazy to even hear that you said you and Reno even back talking to shit. Because to me personally, I was keeping up with your career from like way back then. It seemed like he kind of hurt your career with the allegations and shit. So for you to be the bigger man, to kind of like, you know what I'm saying, for y'all to get past that, how did y'all even like get on terms with y'all?
He really helped me. It's a blessing that happened.
What made you say that?
The people can see who's really authentic and who's not. You feel me? I just leave it to the people.
Do you feel
I got one of my brothers with me, like he from the hood, he from the east side of Fort Worth. Like I got a real deal life outside of SoundCloud. Like I didn't start popping up in SoundCloud until 2019. Other than that, I'm born in 03, still young, but I had a whole rough upbringing, like all types of shit. Shitty ass house, grew up in poverty, no AC, roaches, bed bugs. My brother I grew up with, he's in jail right now, fighting a self-defense. It'd be a lot of shit the internet don't be knowing about that I be having to try and take care of, that I be going through. They don't be understanding that type of shit for real. So that's why I say it's a blessing that happened, because I'm just living my everyday, still normal lifestyle. You feel me? You can tell when a nigga changing around the way he lived, the way he talked. You feel me? We could tell what the act is. It's cool. It's entertainment. Some people not hip to it. Some people can look at a TV show and tell it's fake. Some people can watch a TV show and think the acting is amazing. You feel me? Like them old ass white people that be sitting up all day watching the ID channel and shit. They'll be like, man, this show is so amazing, knowing damn well them actors cheap as hell. Bro. That's how it is.
A lot of the like YouTube videos that I was watching about you, the little documentaries and shit, they just act like it's like an open and shut thing that like you snitch. Like, what do you say to people who go for that narrative?
Everyone who hates ads will be using this Chrome extension by 2025. I feel like I just found a Google cheat code. It's a Chrome extension called Pi that lets you either block ads.
Shit, I just honestly tell them. I honestly tell them when people ask me, I tell them first of all, why do you need to know? Like I need a genuine, I need a genuine, why are you worried about me? I need a genuine answer. You feel me? Why are you worried about another man? Okay, cool. You can't answer that. We on to the next question. Do you check up on your mama as much as you hop on the internet and worry about somebody else who don't know you exist? You feel me? Can you show me your phone and show me that you are bugging your mama every day, making sure she is happy, taken care of, well fed, in a good house, in a good situation? A lot of niggas can't do that. So I just let it be what it be. Like I said, you can't take nothing with you when you die. Look, see, in life, a lot of shit can't grow after you die. Your money can't grow. Even if something as natural as a flower, if you plant the flower and you die, it can't grow. But what can grow, the only thing in life that can grow after you die is your kids. You feel me? That's all I'm focused about. Anything else, when I wake up, if it ain't providing for these kids, I don't really pay too much mind to it. Bro. That's what I be having to say to all that shit to answer your question. I don't be worried about it. Bro.
So like you don't like, because I feel like a lot of street rappers end up like actually, even if they aren't the types of people that talk to the media a lot or whatever, they end up kind of coming out and doing an interview and like breaking down why it's not the case or whatever. You're not really like concerned, because I've seen like people talking about paperwork and everything like that. You're not really stressing it.
Nah, I don't really go around. That's not my job to try and go around and make people look at me a certain way. You feel me? That's a lot of these niggas. You gotta be able to see through these niggas. Like, damn, that's what your life is. You setting up the next interview, and the one after that, 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 to go on your little girl tangents and just look like a clown at the end of the day. You feel me? Because you sitting there rambling, trying to hold on to something that don't matter. You feel me? Like, to me, I feel like the perception I get on me from a rap career, that shit just don't matter. You feel me? Like, I'm a human, bro. I grew up as a kid. I'm just living life, having fun. You feel me?
Is there anything that happened in that case, though, that you regret in terms of anything? Like, do you wish that you had handled it differently?
Everything happens for a reason. You feel me? Bro, whatever happened. All I wish is I wouldn't have been a part of that shit, for real. Honestly. I had a lot of shit to do. I had better shit I could have been doing, honestly. Felt like I was just, that's what fuck up a lot of rappers. You get too cocky with this money and you just be like, man, I'm top dog. And then you just start committing crimes and shit. High off drugs, thinking you the shit. Bro.
Did you leave a lot of the drugs behind at some point?
Yeah, I don't fuck with none of that shit no more.
Was it just
all Percocets, lean, all that type of shit?
Was it fucking your life up or what?
Hell yeah, that's where a lot of my money was going.
What kind of drugs at the time?
I was paying rent. Percocet, and lean.
Yeah, because I seen like a story where you I think this is before this case, you caught another case, so you got arrested, like you were on Xans or something at like 15, and they found you on the side of the street, like passed out or some shit with a gun in your pocket or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's when I had died and they brought me back to life. But yeah, I was breaking into cars, and I found a gun. And I was walking home. I was a block away from my house. And I took a little break because I was just exhausted. Next thing you know, I just woke up in the hospital, fell back, passed back out, woke up again like 10 hours later, and then they discharged me. I went to jail. I went to juvenile. But that's how that shit went down. Yeah, I used to be hooked on drugs heavy. I done did a lot of drugs growing up. I done did ecstasy, Molly, Xanax, Percocet, lean, acid. I done did a lot of that shit at an early ass age. You know? My mindset used to be like, oh, I'm 13, I'm 14, I ain't dying anytime soon. You know? I used to go do stupid shit like I was invincible, bro.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's good that you figured that out early because I mean, I know a shitload of people are still kind of in that loop of doing drugs to make it through the day and shit.
Oh, bro, hell yeah. Nah, yeah, that shit not the way to go. That shit definitely not the way to go.
Is there any kind of underground scene where you're at in Texas, or is it like you're totally just isolated from all that shit?
Oh, I'm out the way. I'm all the way in the country and shit. I'm just by myself on some cheap keep shit. I'm just at home with my kids, cooling.
Yeah, cause you from like Fort Worth, right?
Yeah, I'm from the west side of Fort Worth.
Yeah. So what's the scene like? Any rappers coming out of Fort Worth right now, or?
Yeah, Go Yayo just got out.
Oh yeah.
You ever tap in with him?
Nah, I've never spoke to him before. I ain't seen CJ drop no shit. I don't really be tapped into no Fort Worth artists like that, honestly. I know Dallas going crazy right now.
Yeah, are you like into the street music, or do you mainly listen to more underground type shit? Or
I deadass only play myself, Chief Keef, Young Boy, when it come to rap, like Lil Uzi, Juice WRLD, and then like other genres outside of that. So I don't really be keeping up with them. That too. Also, like I feel like when Uzi said my name in that song, he was throwing me like an alley oop. But that's just how much I don't seek fame type shit. I just let the ball fly past me type shit for real, you know? Like at that moment when he say my name in the song, I'm supposed to deactivate my Instagram, wait about 8 months, come back, drop some crazy shit, and then capitalize off it. You feel me?
deactivate your Instagram for 8 months, but that's like you becoming like dramatically more ducked off from that shout out, right? Like that's weird that's where your brain goes.
That's the blueprint nowadays. Niggas always want to be mysterious, but in order to be mysterious, you gotta already be in position. You feel me?
How much of a young
like,
boy influence you think it is in that? Because I feel like that's the young boy approach nowadays. Like to deactivate the Instagram, come back, cook up.
But he's consistent. You know, I'm talking more in the Cardi sense.
But I feel like you can only like Young Boy, Dirk, Cardi, etc. I feel like being that rare and mysterious and ducked off, that shit only really works when you're already like huge. And I feel like you're still probably like gaining new fans and shit. And it just feels like if you get rid of your Instagram for 8 months, that could be like kind of devastating.
Yeah, it could be detrimental, but I have an understanding that people don't got about the internet, music, underground, SoundCloud, the algorithm type of shit. Like, I just always been like, I wasn't that kid growing up like, man, I want to be a rapper. I was that kid growing up like reading how a label works, watching videos on how, you know, this could brand you, how you could brand yourself off of this, brand yourself off of that, you know. That's one of the reasons I always wear the Burberry beanie, or I always just wear the headpiece, because like they know me off of something. Oh, the beanie, the ski mask, you know. So it'd be a lot of shit to where it's like I used to research all that shit. You feel me? That's just how I was, bro. I ain't really too much go the simple way about it for real.
Did you ever like speak to Uzi before he shouted you out in that song, or was that just out of nowhere?
Nah, that shit was random. That shit was random. It was fire though, bro. I grew up listening to Uzi when he first started popping. So that shit was hard.
Do you got too
like damn?
You got too much pride to just say, "Hey, let's do a song together"?
Nah, I ain't go about it the right way, bro. That's why I was saying, like, once he said my name in that song, I would have had to take that approach. Like, going ghost for 8 months is iffy, but the way I would have done it, I know I would have had it in the bag. Like, I feel like when he did that, it's like, okay, can you run with the aesthetic? And I was just like, nah, I don't want to be famous. You feel me? So it's like, even if I did want to do a song with him, I didn't capitalize off of when he said that and come back with the image for it to be interesting for him. You feel me?
Because
I be knowing how this shit.
I mean, you say you don't want to be famous. It's interesting because, like, when I think about your career, like, even as I'm talking to you, I'm just thinking of like the different artists that I could kind of like see you doing music with, and like would you be able to fit in with more of like a street rapper type crowd and shit like that? Like, but is your brain not even really on that in terms of like expanding your fan base, or are you more just like, nah, I'm just gonna do whatever the like you said, I'm on some Chief Keef shit. I mean, he's the definition of just making the music you want to make and just staying ducked off and not really marketing your shit and just letting your fan base spread it.
U.S. Bank has a business checking account that has no monthly maintenance fee and smart tools that make forecasting cash flow a walk in the park.
Nice. Planning can be rough, but this would help a lot.
Just trying to throw you a bone.
Oh. Business checking accounts that do more for your business.
Dominate the Rift with Opera GX. Install any official LoL esports mod from GX Store to unlock bonus content and features. Browse the collection and choose a mod. Open GX Corner and scroll to the Riot section with a brand new co-streaming hub. Set your language and choose a stream. Only on the browser for gamers. Only on Opera GX.
Yeah, I just let the fans do their thing when it comes to, you know, making the music. Honestly, I got a close connection with all my fans. This is really like, when it comes to my fan base, it's really like a family for real. Because my shit not just so toxic. Like, I've had a lot of beef with rappers where people think I'm just some toxic ass nigga. But the reason why I keep such a cultivated fan base, because they know I just try to be as authentic as possible and speak my mind. Sometimes when I speak my mind, it may not be totally agreeable, but that's just what I try to do. But yeah, to answer your question, I just like being on, like how you said, some social shit, out the way, ducked off. Just making the music, not really doing shit. I be dropping a lot for real, bro.
Why did you, back in the day, why did you decide to spell your name like that?
That was always my IG at, because of course JACE was taken, so I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna spell it a crazy ass way. Bro, and then that's just how that shit came about. But I had to change it because that shit was getting too annoying.
Too annoying from what perspective? Because yeah, I think of it from the perspective of like somebody trying to Google you or search your shit on YouTube, and it's basically like a fucking nightmare scenario. Even though I do notice that like when I search Jace spelled either way, that it seems like the same shit comes up. Like at some point the YouTube algorithm figured out that this was the same person, but still probably fucking confusing as shit for the average fan, you know?
Yeah, nah, most definitely. Hell yeah. That shit is how it was. Every time I told people like what my name was, I say I-A-Y, they be like I-Y-A. They be doing all types of weird shit. So I'd be like, yeah, I had to change my shit.
I could imagine that just being like a 10-minute conversation over and over, yeah.
Are you still signed with Simply Stupid?
Nah, I'm independent.
Oh, word. So how long you ain't been rocking with them anymore?
Hold on, let me close my door. All right, my bad. You had said what?
Yeah, I was asking about your label situation, because for a long time, or when I first got hip to you, you was signed to Zeke, right? Simply Stupid.
Yeah. Hell yeah. We just ended off on good terms, but I think we gonna redo another deal. Actually.
With the same, like you're gonna go back fucking with Simply Stupid?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I was in contact with 4 labels before I signed with them. I just already knew where my best bet was.
What made you choose them?
The stipulations in my contract. You feel me?
Oh, so
I got to own my masters. It wasn't owned in perpetuity. It was licensed. I got the correct amount of albums I wanted. Keep all my merch money, show money, all types of shit.
So it was more like a fulfillment thing, like you actually like fulfilled the contract. It wasn't like you got dropped or anything.
Nah, I ain't get dropped. Bro. Yeah. Hold on, this nigga trying to come in my bed this last time.
Nah, you good.
Alright, but nah, yeah.
Do you like what do you even get out of signing with a label at this point though? Like why not just do your shit yourself? Are they like helping marketing wise or anything or?
It helps with streaming.
Hmm.
Kind of like interlocks both worlds, for real. Gives me a chance to, because what streaming allowed me to do was turn music from my main income to a passive income. You feel me? So when it comes to a deal, it's like, why not? You feel me? That's how I look at it now, bro.
For sure.
Yo, you had like a few viral moments from back in the day. One of them being is with the whole Twisty P scenario, because I believe you were a part of it. Remember, y'all was like chasing Twisty P. Where was this at?
Yeah.
This was Texas?
Yeah, that was in Houston.
Yeah, break down what happened that day, because a lot of people still don't know what the fuck was going on. I remember, was that his beanie that hit the ground? Y'all burned it up and shit like that? Or y'all spitting on the stopping on it?
Yeah.
What the fuck was going on with Twisty P? So yeah, break down that day, and how do you even know Twisty P?
Because we got a long history with Twisty P on this podcast. Yeah.
I was just watching y'all premiere that interview with him. That shit was funny as hell. That nigga speaking code, bro. You gotta know what type person he is to understand him, from.
I feel like he was more normal back when you were dealing with him, and now he's like kind of just out there.
He's out there, but he be making sense, but he do it in a certain way. I don't know if it be on some funny shit, fool. That's a little inside joke I got with my people. But like, what happened with it, he was on TikTok making like songs and shit. And he had dissed Summer's deceased grandmother. And he had dissed my kids. He had threatened my kids in the song. And it was going viral. Like, nigga, I'm at the crib in Houston playing Call of Duty on the computer. I'm hearing niggas in game chat singing this shit. You know?
We were singing that shit like crazy. That was a whole era.
But nobody knowing what he really saying in the lyrics. You feel me? And I just let it be. It was going viral. I just let it be. But push come to shove, it was, probably a week after that, woke up. I guess he was in Houston. You feel me? And that's just how it was. Niggas picked him up from the airport. He thought it was all cool. And then we beat his ass. But he ain't nobody to really just brag about giving an ass whooping to. But it was just like a lot of the troll shit on internet. Niggas be knowing they thousands of miles away. So they say anything. But in real deal, niggas really will give you a spanking about that shit. Bro, no Diddy. Bro.
No Diddy's crazy.
No Diddy about Twisty P is crazy. But yeah, I don't know. That is crazy. It's like I don't know. He's probably one of the more interesting figures to come out of the underground in a lot of ways, but it doesn't seem like his life is going in a very good direction at this point.
He could have did baseball. That's what fucked my head up.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Could have been crazy in the league. Could have been crazy.
Yeah.
His stats was crazy too. That's what people were saying.
Walking away from something that's like guaranteed you're rich as fuck to do whatever he's been doing, it's hard to wrap your head around.
You said you watched the interview.
I don't know what happened to him. You said what?
You said you watched the interview, so was he trolling? Is he on drugs? Like, what do you take from watching that? Like,
see, that's what I was about to say. I don't know what drugs he's on, because growing up, I done seen a lot of twackers. You feel me? And he got the traits of one, like how he dress and how he move. but it's just something about him that's like, I don't think he's really just on drugs. You feel me? I think he's taking synthetic drugs. If he is on drugs, it's synthetic drugs, bro. Because I ain't never seen them type of symptoms before. But in the interview, I just think, look, this is what I think of Twisty, bro. I think he is somewhat competent, but he just be playing around like he the main character in his own world, fool. You know, bro. And he like to. If you ask him a question, he not gonna answer your question. He gonna answer it with some sort of mini riddle. You feel me? And it's like, nigga, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah,
bro.
I feel like he might not be on like drugs. I think he's like schizophrenic. If I had to guess.
Yeah, gotta be. Yeah,
something like that.
Twisty B, he's an interesting person though. He's interested, bro.
Do you think he's got more hits tucked like that one song when he says like I shoot for fun?
Yeah,
that one.
He could come out.
Like if he could make more songs like that, then he is basically Drake, and we need to nurture his talent.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He can't pass Lil B, but he'll be up there for sure.
No, yeah, but Lil B is like a good person to compare him to. It's like almost that bizarre.
It's based.
Do you feel like Twisted P kind of helped get Yeat career where it needed to be? You give him that credit?
I seen y'all asking him that. I feel like he had a good part in it. I couldn't give him all the credit, but I would say he did. How Yeat's career was going up, I feel like when Twisty P came around, that kind of gave it like a 10-time boost. Kind of just sped it up real fast, bro. Because it started to be more of a staple, like Yeat's music. Once like, because when you think of the Yeat era, you think of that crazy nigga that was walking around doing shit. Twisty P ass, bro.
But now Yeat has such a mainstream fan base that I would assume that like 99% of people who listen to Yeat have no fucking clue about the whole Twisty P thing.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't be doing it. Oh, bro, they don't be doing it. Yeat moving like Drake, though. Honestly.
Yeah, now he's mega mysterious. We don't really see. I mean, I guess you see some random shit, but very rarely.
Yeah,
who would you say
underground's crazy?
Yeah, who would you say from the underground besides yourself could like actually do? Because you see Richard Mary's kind of like taking over and getting from the underground lane, taking it to the next level. Did you see that for Rich? Because y'all was somebody who was cool early on, collabing and doing shit. And what's your relationship now?
Am I Racist is coming to Daily Wire Plus October 28th.
Powerful. The message is clear. DEI certified.
Nah, I ain't see that for him. It was crazy when I see that. It was crazy when I see that. When I think of something that's about to hit the mainstream next, I'm thinking about real deal. I really couldn't put my finger on the next big thing. But with all the new talent coming out the underground right now, I do expect that organically it'll be one of these new rappers before Richard Mary. You feel me? Like I think damn. Chat, y'all gonna get on my ass for this. They gonna get on my ass for this, but I do think Netspin and them got a good chance at being pretty up there, honestly.
When you say them, you mean like Osama son? Netspin and them?
Nah, not Osama son. I don't see him being shit. His ass cloning shit.
Oh, all right.
I heard him diss him in a song. You said he ain't never did shit or something.
He dissed me first.
Oh, okay.
What'd he say about you?
Same shit everybody could say.
Word.
You feel me? Yeah, that's just how I went.
So you saying Netspin is gonna blow past?
Once you're a rapper and you cloning people, that's forever. You will never be able to surpass the person you're trying to replicate. You feel me? It's never happened in history of music.
Who do you feel like you're trying to replicate?
Opium. He get the shit a lot. He even bought the same masks as these niggas.
What if he signed to him? What if he became official?
Then fuck me. He shit in my face. Oh, but other than that, bro, I don't see it going nowhere too much. But I do think Netspin has a good shot. Netspin has a good shot for real.
Do you still see Yeat as part of the underground because of the music, or do you look at it differently because he's so fucking big now?
He's definitely out of the underground now, but he is a staple of like, damn, this is the last big what would you say, like tick in SoundCloud history. What's the next one gonna be? You know, he kind of did it. He fulfilled his job already, his mission as far as underground wise.
But do you feel like his music? Do you like his new music, or do you feel like he's switched up too much? I feel like his shit is still weird as fuck, right?
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea, but I see where he's going with it. His last album wasn't my type of shit at all. I didn't like it, but when you think about it, that shit could be in a few movies or something. You know, a few of them songs on there could be in some films. You know, I think Destroy Lonely was in the new Insidious movie. That type of shit.
Yeah, have you been seeing this shit where people been saying Yeat's losing his aura or whatever? You feel like he kind of losing it since he went mainstream more, or no?
Nah, he's still maintaining it. That's just people trying to cope because he not interacting with the underground no more. Honestly. Bro. They try to say Cardi lost his aura after that Aiden Ross shit. He came back. Nobody give a fuck no more. Still evil Jordan. Everybody love him. Bro.
You appreciate Cardi's music, or are you over it?
I fuck with it. I'm a big fan of Cash Cardi, but his new shit that's been leaking out lately, I fuck with it hard. The little deep voice shit is hard.
Yeah, that is a fucking weird plot twist, huh?
Yeah.
Like as a rapper,
I didn't know you do that shit.
you didn't used to. You used to be able to switch up your flow, but now you can just switch up your voice.
Yeah, that shit. He be coming on some crazy ass shit.
Yeah,
bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, he be switching up his voice. That should be crazy.
Who linked you with .com Nirvana? Cause y'all did the Khmer video a long time ago.
A Twisty P diss. They teamed up to take down Twisty.
Was that a label decision or?
Nah, .com Nirvana reached out to me for our first ever video. We have more of a personal connection than a business connection. But I ain't talked to him in forever. I really need some new shit by him. I ain't spoke to him in forever. That's really crazy. Bro.
Yeah,
.com Nirvana.
Yeah, that was a classic.
Bro.
Yeah, that's a classic video right there. Another.
Yeah, that's. You saying what?
Nah,
but you know that video is a whole Twisty P diss, right? All the running and everything.
Yeah.
That shit's hilarious.
He made me. That wasn't my idea. He made me do that shit. That shit was funny as hell.
That's
I can't
just
even watch that video for him.
That's a hilarious idea. That like, you know, you have an issue with somebody, but it's some goofy shit, and like they're running, and then you just like base the entire song around that. Like, I just felt like you went about making that a diss song in such a cool way. I like that song too.
I made it the same night it happened. That's why my voice was gone. You feel me?
Oh, really?
Damn.
Yeah, I made it the same night. We just be on. It just be a lot of. It'd be a lot of funny shit happening in the underground, like just little side shit you won't be expecting.
How did you and Can start going on the back and forth? Because I think he dropped the song, but then you dropped the song, and then one of the songs you was like, Can catch 50 out this FNN. Where did y'all even start going back and forth? And that was a hard ass bar.
He already had songs dissing me, but they was like leaking out. But then when he had my cameraman, because my cameraman was cool with all of us.
J Money, right?
Yeah, but it was 88 who shot this one.
All right, for sure.
And he was telling Lamine, like, hey, shoot this Jay's diss for me. And Lamine was already telling me, like, I'm not shooting no diss songs for you. Like, that's what he told me. Like, if I got a song shot with Lamine, it's a song. You feel me? So when Lamine was like, bro, if I shoot this for you, then you can't be mad when I shoot Jay shit. You feel me? And that's just how it was. He shot they shit, came back to me. He was like, Can dropping this tomorrow? He was like, but I'm gonna do your shit, even though I told you I wasn't going to, because that's what he told him basically. If he got to do his shit, then he gonna record my disc, and that's just how it went. It's just a lot of entertainment behind this shit, bro.
So you was working with 88 first and J Money, because I was paying attention to that. I'm like, damn, like, because I want
to be truthful, like J Money, I was the only one trying to shoot with J Money. Like, J Money reached out to damn near all of us, and nobody hit him back. But like, I'm from Fort Worth, you know, so I'm like, J Money, that's J Money 1041. Like, hell yeah, he shot. shot with Splurge. He did the Uzi shit. Like, hell yeah, I want to shoot with bro. And ever since then, like, we've been locked in. That's my brother for real, bro.
Yes, but so you were working with him before any other Slave Word members, pretty much. That's what you're saying.
Damn near, basically, yeah. Technically, yeah. I did one video with J Money. They seen how clean my shit came out, and then they wanted some videos by that nigga. Bro, that's how that shit went.
And another moment too that tripped me out. How did you and YB in the mirror getting that back and forth?
Well, how do you know him from back in the day, right?
We used to play the game together. We used to play we was playing San Andreas together.
Before he was even lit?
Before any of that.
Right.
And he was hitting niggas up on Skype. He was like, hey, if you send me $10 on PayPal, I'll shout you out on my YouTube channel. Because his YouTube channel had like a couple thousand subs type shit, some views, because he was doing like the GTA videos, you know? And basically, I just went on Say Cheese and talked about that moment. He came out and was like, I don't know this nigga from a can of paint. Like, nigga, if I wanted to lie about knowing somebody, nigga, I would say I knew Shaq. Like, why the fuck would I say I knew Namir, you feel me? So that's when I just hopped on live and was telling him, like, everything only somebody that knew of him or knew him could know. You feel me? I'm bringing up close friends. I'm bringing up what they did. I'm bringing up his friends that he brought with him to the fame. I'm bringing up what they did back then. Like, the niggas that's hard to find anything about on the internet. And then that's when he just finally admitted, like, he knew me type shit. That's just how that shit went.
How did y'all even end up in the same online circle from GTA back in the day? Like, you found him through his YouTube shit? Like,
nah, this shit was so small. Like, how it's a bunch of nerdy ass shit, but how it used to work, it's like, you see the niggas doing GTA 5M, right?
Yeah.
It was basically like that, but San Andreas, so you couldn't talk. It was just typing. But that's how it was. And basically, like, one of the most popular servers at that time, we was both in it type shit. Bro. And then there's just a lot of nerdy shit that linked us up together on Skype. But it wasn't like we was just talking back and forth on Skype. Like, we just came about to each other. I don't know how to explain it for real.
So when he popped off and he took Corday and Almighty J with him, were you kind of looking at that shit like, damn, I want to be a rapper too? Like, what was your perspective on that?
Nah, so what's crazy, what I never really just talked about publicly, I think I did in a few interviews, but I was close, but I knew Almighty J. You feel me? I knew of Namir from the Skype situation off the game, but I knew Jay. Like, we was in the same rap group. We was in some little rap group type shit, and it was called Trap Boys Family. And when Dave took off, I was more looking at Jay, like, damn, that nigga made it happen, you know? Because I didn't really know too much of Namir, just knew him from the game and that Skype situation. But, like, I was actually making covers for Jay at a point in time, you feel me? So, like, that's why I was like, yeah, I knew it could happen for me type shit, because I'm like, okay, this possible type shit. We going in, well, when Jay popped off with that song, I can admit that I was like, damn, the world is starting to go into a different place as far as musically, you know? Because around that time, that's when the Lil Skies and the Industry Plant Method and this was all popping, and the game could be easily extorted at that time. You could just have your way with the rap game at the time. So that's where I noticed, like, okay, this shit getting real. Like, the internet is starting to become a real outlet for niggas to make it out type shit. You feel me?
Because people forget that for like a long time, if you wanted to be a popular rapper, you kind of needed to be like co-signed by a bigger rapper, or like get signed by a label or whatever. And like during that era, it just really, man, it just felt like everybody, even I could think of a lot of lame ass rappers that never had a shot at all ever, who got like $1 million from the label.
Yeah.
And then never recouped a fucking nickel. Like the craziest shit ever. Like it was just such a, it was like a crypto boom.
Yeah, it was that a lot of that shit back then was crazy. Yeah, rap. A lot of them rappers ain't nowhere to be heard from. See, but what's crazy though is a lot of the best rappers from way back then passed away now. You feel me? That's what fucked my head up, you know. Nipsey, X, Juice WRLD, PNB Rock. So it's like, damn, that era really don't got nothing left except for Lil Xan. I ain't heard of Lil Xan in years. I don't know where the fuck he been.
Yeah, I interviewed him a while back. You know, it's like It's just crazy when you think about how the world treated him, that they treated him like he was the most interesting fucking person on earth, and they published articles about him and posted clips of him every day until like just one day, boom, it just stopped. And they were like, we don't give a fuck anymore. It's over.
Yeah. He was smashing up like Lil Xan, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, yeah.
Yeah, he was smashing up cars and shit. all types
Yeah.
of shit.
But it was just very abrupt with them. They went from like talking about every single thing he did to just not mentioning him at all.
Yeah, that's how the